Hi, I'm John,
And hello, I'm Mark.
and we're the tutors, among others, for being a Quaker community of witness and welcome. So, Mark, what's the thinking behind this course?
So I've been involved in quite a bit of outreach work before, either running courses with a focus on outreach. I've been to outreach conferences, and I was starting to feel like um, whenever I talked about outreach with Quakers, or whenever I was part of a conversation about outreach, I felt like we kept on having the same conversation each time, and it felt like what we all really wanted was just um, a busload of Quakers to send, of new Quakers to send to meetings. Like that's what meetings wanted. So I felt like I wanted to do something that helps to break out of the same conversations we were having about outreach, especially in the light of um, conversations about diversity and inclusion. Um, so broadening it out from a focus on 1 week a year where we have Quaker Week. So not just thinking about what do we do during Quaker Week, or even about how do we get more Quakers. Actually, really broadening out the conversation and thinking about, well, why do we want new Quakers?
Yeah,
Why should people want to join our movement? Um,
a
because I
lot.
also have, yeah, sorry, Karen.
I was going to say a lot of these conversations that you get the sense of, oh, we just want more people, and um, nobody really wants to do outreach, and like that's I think is a real core part of this course is like really unpacking that a little bit. I think that's fair.
Yeah, because then do we want more? Why do we want more people? Do we want more people in order to do all the jobs that we don't have the time and energy to do anymore, so that we can keep things going as they are?
Mm.
And I think if we're in a position where we haven't got as many people as we would like to have things going as they are, then maybe the way things are needs to change.
Yeah. And so this is really like a questioning course. It's about thinking things through, but to put us in a position to hopefully enable us to then be able to go back and do this properly and to think about this work and how it's part of our community and it's part of our witness and
Mm-hmm.
our our purpose in the world as Quakers is about being welcoming and opening. Welcoming and open.
Yeah, and having something exciting to share with the world, because the purpose of Quakers, I don't think the purpose of Quakers is just to perpetuate ourselves. Like our role in the world is not just to make more Quakers. Our role is to share the Quaker discovery. That's not to say I think people can be afraid of that because it feels like forms of religion that they may have rejected, like the sort of a proselytizing, or can be very heavy-handed in their evangelizing, or have a sort of understanding of you're either in or you're out.
Yeah.
You're either in and saved, or you're out and going to burn forever. So I can understand why people might be wary of that, but that doesn't mean we don't have something really exciting to share with the world.
Yeah, and so we've structured this course around 5 questions, and those questions are: why do we want new people anyway? What do newcomers experience in our meetings? How do we set ourselves free to be truly inclusive? What is the point of your meeting? And how do we talk about Quakerism in a way that actually helps newcomers? And throughout the course of this course, we will look at these questions roughly each week, and we will talk about them in pre-recorded bits, a bit like this. But we also will bring in other people um, to bring in different perspectives and to really help us unpack that question, and particularly, think about how it feels for different people and with diversity in mind. And there will be forums and resources for course participants to discuss, and we're also going to do at least 2 live webinars as well, aren't we?
Yeah, and I think the reason we're structuring it around these questions is because we really want to keep provocative discussion. Like we want it to be thought provoking. We want to get out of the same old conversations. So we want to keep it edgy. We want to keep it provocative. We want to offer challenging material.
Absolutely. So who do you think this course is perfect for then?
Oh, I think it's perfect for people, especially if you have a responsibility for outreach in your meeting. Then this could be a very helpful way to get excited about that role and to think about how you could do it differently. It's certainly for anyone who has come to Quakerism because it has changed their life for the better, and who wants to share that life-changing discovery with other people, and for people who are part of meetings, who are maybe wondering, who have been doing outreach, but maybe it isn't bearing the fruit that you want it to, and are thinking, oh well, how can we do things a bit differently?
Yeah, and it's not unconsciously timed around Quaker Week. So while part of this course is like, is Quaker Week, the right thing to be doing, it's also certainly a really good time to be evaluating that, seen as, at least in Britain, this is a big time where lots of meetings do put on their coffee mornings and bring people in. So doing the thinking ahead of that and then thinking about how it works throughout the year, I guess, is also another useful thing.
And what a time to think creatively about outreach when a lot of the normal things that Quaker meetings might have done during Quaker Week aren't possible. So this is a really great time to be thinking creatively about how we share what's great about the Quaker way.
Yeah, and because we're going to be having these discussions now, and obviously with the rest of you guys on the course, like, it's going to be about what's happening now. Like, we're not ignoring this situation at all. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I look forward to talking to you more, Mark, and our other guests, which we'll put on the website when we have those confirmed. And hopefully, if you're watching this video, we'll see you on the forums and you'll enjoy the course with us. So happy days.
Right.